going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger. We are back at you again today with another MLB 16 The Show Diamond Dynasty episode of Risers and Fallers. Let's get into this week's weekly roster update. We took a week off last week. I had some stuff to do and wasn't able to put out the video. Let's stop wasting time and jump into it. This is a huge week. I think the most impactful week that we've had all season. Some really good flashback cards as well. Carlos Estevez goes plus 12 for the Rockies, mainly because they moved him from a reliever to a closing pitcher. He did blow a game last night, 6-6, ninth inning, tied up with the D-backs, and he gave up a run, which would cost the Rockies the game. But this is a card to keep an eye on. The 76 velocity does not do him justice. He has a really, really good fastball, really good speed on his pitches. If he can maintain that closer role instead of Jake McGee, I think he can be in the 80s eventually. Moving on to page number 2. CC Sabathia, a guy that we mentioned in yesterday's prediction video, goes plus 4 to an 80. He did have a bad outing against the Rockies this week, though, so I think he'll hold steady unless he really dominates over the next couple weeks. Jake Lamb, plus 4 to an 81. Invest in this guy. I'm begging you to do it. He is really, really good. He hit another home run yesterday against the Rockies. 15 on the year, 47 runs batted in. Batting average is pretty respectable, 283. They've been moving him like to the outfield, back to third base, so he's been moving, attribute-wise that way as well. But Jake Lamb, a very good power hitter. Wilson Ramos goes plus 4, another guy that we featured in yesterday's video. 333 batting average, having a great year for the Nationals. And there's not many really good hitting catchers in the game, so this is, good for people who are looking for a catcher. You can go get him for extremely cheap. Marcell Ozuna, another guy, great batting average. I think he's going to be an all-star for the NL this year, for the Marlins, having a good season. Another guy that we featured a couple weeks ago, 315 average, had a couple home runs last week, 16 on the year, 41 runs batted in. Marcell Ozuna, another guy that you can probably invest in. He's still really cheap. I gotta salute all you Xander Bogart investors. I'm still kicking myself. I said this weeks and weeks ago. There was a point in time during a weekend where I got him for about 500 stubs, and I bought like 10 of them thinking I was balling out of control. Sold him for like 2,000. I thought it was the best flip ever. He goes up and moves to a 90. Now he's a diamond and a 93 overall. Unbelievable. Again, salute to all you people who invested in Xander Bogaerts. I'm sure there's a lot of Red Sox fans out there that did it. Justin Wilson, I really like this card. I've had him on my team for a while, so I'm happy to see him get an upgrade. He's got a really good cutter, a really good fastball, so check him out. Tom Kohler's been having the last couple good outings. If you take a look at his stats, he's a guy that's moving in the right direction upward. Only a 77, but if he continues to pitch the way he has his last couple outings, he could get into the 80s. Ian Desmond, we mentioned him in yesterday's prediction video, 85 overall. His impact in the market isn't really what I thought it would be. I invested in about 5 of his cards, around 800 subs. He's really only selling for about 11 or 1200 right now. It's the weekend, so maybe I'll give it until next week to see. But he goes from silver to gold. Hopefully his price goes up. I don't know what happened with the MLB The Show developers, but Fernando Rodney finally gets an upgrade on the week that he finally gives up an earned run. He went the entire season without giving up an earned run. He finally gives one up, and then they upgrade him. I called it yesterday. I knew they'd do it. I think he's going to continue to have a good season, get back to what he's done the last couple of years, and we'll probably see him get gold eventually. Mookie Betts goes plus 2, 88 to a 90. Andrew Miller moves into the diamond category, 92 to a 93. We're going to talk about another Yankees reliever going backwards from a 93 to a 92. So Batantas and Andrew Miller basically flip-flop traded places. Clayton Kershaw got some boost there. He's still a 99 overall, but he's just having a dominant year this season. So Kershaw, he stays the same, but he gets improved. Some big names go backwards, though. Check this out. Garrett Cole, -1. Chris Archer, -2. Aaron Nola, -2. Bryce Harper, -2. 95 overall, guys. Didn't he start the year at a 99? He's not having a Bryce Harper MVP season like he did last year. 95 overall now. It's weird to see, but I mean, it's true. And props to the developers for doing that. I think it's justified. He's just not pitching the way that that everybody expects him to do. And then check this out. 2 more big names going from diamond to gold. Andrew McCutchen, -5 to an 89. And Giancarlo Stanton, -6 to an 87. Those are some pretty brutal downgrades. Wow, Colton Wong, because they moved him to center field. That's why I was going to say, wow, Colton Wong is another huge downgrade, -8. But man, Stanton and McCutchen, -6 and -5. Some big names going backwards. I'm sorry, I feel really bad if you had those cards. You probably just lost a lot of profit. I hope that you sold them before they went downgrade. I think Stanton we kind of saw coming. He's been struggling, batting average hanging around 200. He had a couple good games against the Rockies. Seems like everybody does lately, that allowed him to improve. Now again, you can always find the full list of all these upgrades on daddyleagues.com. You can also find it in-game in the roster update section on your console. I'm waiting for Diamond Dynasty to load up here. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but I did just want to go over the couple new flashbacks that came out this week because there's some really good ones, some big names. If we can ever get to the marketplace, I'd be glad to show them to you if you haven't seen them already. Come on, baby. Come on, man. The EA servers. Wow. The MLB The Show servers had the Jordan crying face right there for me. All right, so let's jump on over to it. We're going to go all the way to the Rockies. We got ourselves a flashback Cargo 97 overall diamond card. Good Lord, I want this card. Probably going to be incredibly difficult for me to get, unfortunately. We got another flashback Mariner. We got a Felix Hernandez 97 overall. It's another opening day style card there. We got ourselves a Fernando Rodney, who his normal card got an upgrade this week, and also he gets himself a diamond card if I can ever find it. And actually, I'm sorry, it's not a diamond. It's a 92 overall Fernando Rodney. There it is. Another good card. Let's take a look at his velocity, 91. He's got a good fastball, good cutter there. So 3 really good flashback cards. And then there's also a Martin Prado, a Franklin Gutierrez, and I think Rex Brothers I saw somewhere in there had a flashback card as well. So that's going to do it for this week's episode. Some really impactful upgrades and downgrades. We haven't seen anything like it this season. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Popular Stranger. Peace!